Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of IO. So let's continue the story, and apparently I missed something about Road C. So I haven't checked the scene yet. I don't know if I will check this now when I'm playing Road D. Actually, I will maybe do this later, but apparently in Road C at the end, it seems like there was actually Ishtar B at the end of like Road C. For whatever reasons. I missed that somehow. Like, it's apparently like within dialogues. So I will just dive in like Road D, I guess, continue this with the thought that Ishtar B apparently exists in Road C. At least at the end. It was like Yumi was like talking about herself as Ishtar during the whole road, but at the end they clearly talked to Ishtar or something. I haven't checked this really, to be honest. I don't know if I will check this, but for now, I get this knowledge. I think this is fine for now. I will get the info from Road D, and then we are going to like try to figure something out and like recheck some stuff. So yeah. Anyway, let's just continue and let's see. Road D. Let's continue. We got attacked by air. And we survived. Also, let me just take my phone. Okay. Who was trying to attack me has vanished. I can't sense her presence either. I immediately access the hotel security system. This floor has hallways. This floor is hallways. Clear. Other rooms clear. Upper floors clear. Clear. Everything's clear. Okay. Yeah, it's not in this hotel. I access the surveillance cameras in the surrounding areas outside. Okay. There's no one who even resembles Ea out there. Ea didn't attack me? Then what was that? That scene familiar? Ea worked with nothing short of declaration of war. What could she be doing? Waiting for the better opportunity for a first strike? Or was that some kind of dream? Oh! Oh, hello! Hi, fancy to see you here that early in the game. I put my government towards the door by reflex in response to that sound.
ちょっと、そんな物騒なもの、やたらと人に向けるもんじゃない。
And he doesn't remember her. Because question marks. I thought Ea had returned, but it's someone else, an unfamiliar woman who is older than me. She got quite the arrogant attitude, throwing at me and criticizing me, even though she's the one trespassing.
ほら、少年、それを置いて。
Even though I don't know her, she's being oddly familiar with me. Why would I put any stock into what this woman says? And yet, I swiftly lower my right arm and promptly put the gun down for some reason. What's going on? Has my body decided that this woman isn't the enemy? Yeah, it seems like it almost feels like we have like some other personality looking on this at this scene, basically. Like what was happening basically in Hinata Road, right? Like when he had like nightmares and he saw like other scenes and he could like move his body because the body was moving by itself. He was just an observer. It almost feels like this. Like this is so weird.
途端にそれとはね。だけど、元気そうで安心したわよ。
Regain consciousness. So did I pass out as the result of being attacked by air? Or does the problem lie in my own mind? That is to say, did my mind stop register short-term information, causing another gap in my memories?
思ったより深手じゃなかったしね。
Okay. The wounds. She acts like she's an acquaintance of mine, but the way she's talking to me, who is she to me?
また記憶が混乱しちゃったの？
Again?
私は天音弥生よ。
Interesting. So it's like not that uncommon for him to lose memories from time to time. That's interesting.
あの、
彼は大丈夫なの？
And there's Yumi, basically. Did she say Anu? I've heard that name somewhere before. Yep. Haven't got to Babylonia, creator for Babylon, Anuki. Never appeared public, his or her identity completely unknown. Anu withdrew from Anuki when Exarch withdrew. Yeah, okay. Anuki's leader. Why is such a legendary figure here?
もう体は大丈夫かしら。
She looks at me with the eyes of the close relative, full of kindness and concern, and Ishtar, I know the person I'm close to, is still here. If that's the case, then why is it that up until now, I've been under the impression that I've always been lonely? Could it be that I've had close friends who betrayed me, causing me to develop a distrust of humans? The Eye! The Eye! I need to know about the Eye. I need to like theorycraft about the Eye. Like, who is looking? God damn it. Like, each character have the Eye looking, and they have no idea. And this Eye seems to like no future, based on the road B, when she said like, if they would tell them about his actions, something like that. Like, as if like this Eye knows the truth or something. Who is this Eye? Who's observing all of them in all the timelines? Like, this Eye is everywhere. Probably because you distrust people for a while. True, you distrust yourself more than you did others. Interesting. For some reason, I feel like something is right at the back of my head, staring at me. I turn around, but no one is there. Oh, that's the first time someone actually reacted to the Eye. Interesting.
少年、
No one else reacted to this Eye
その
before.
体はもう大丈夫かって聞いてるのよ。
My body? Did something happen to my body? She said your wounds aren't as severe as thought earlier. So in other words, I was injured by air?
ほら、人工的に補填した部分よ。しっくり合ってるかしら。
Interesting, artificial supplement. So he went back in time again, and this is like after some kind of battle or fight, and he had surgery, and that's when like he got like his metal arm and stuff, maybe. And they checking if everything's okay. I wonder if that's that. In other words, she's probably asking me if the cybernetic part and my flesh parts of my body are completely compatible. Did my cybernization only occurred very recently? If I were to think about my body like a computer program, then this program-like body was patched with a version upgrade. Do I actually exist in reality?
何しろ、拒絶反応抑制剤は使えないから。
Okay. So it is. So it really is just cyberware then. Programs shouldn't need inhibitors after all. But why didn't I take drugs?
副作用があるからね。
Okay.
どんな薬にも多少の副作用はつきものでしょ？もしかして体質に合わないの？
それが違うのよ。エクサークが開発したものは特別なの。
Okay, interesting. Meaning? According to my research, Exar should have a high market credibility and be an excellent corporation, and yet the side effects are that bad? Ishtar also seems confused as she ties her head.
あれは一種の依存性薬物なのよ。
Okay.
どういうことです、弥生先生。
Oh wow. The deep voice of he. Yeah, Ishtar is shocked by the words that came out of my mouth, but I'm the same, yeah. Like, sensei? I just call this woman sensei. It seems that's the kind of relationship we have. So our relationship was of a doctor and patient, or a teacher and student. Yaya sensei smiles as she observes our bewilderment. She seems to be happy about the thing I finally remembered. Okay. Not now. Not the time to be thinking about such things. I refocus my gaze on
そん
her.
な副作用がある薬、普通認可されないんじゃないですか？
Okay, so she's surprised about the medicine, not about the Yayo sensei. Okay. Generally speaking, they're meant to be used as the painkillers used for therapeutic use, it's hard to believe that narcotic would be recognized as normal medicine.
エクサークの抑制剤はそれだけだったら何の副作用もないの。
That's all about to inhibitors and there will be no side effects. Okay.
でもサイバー手術を受けた人間に投与すると体内で麻薬用物質を合成させる働きがある。
Interesting. So the inhibitors works perfectly fine for everyone, but for the cyborgs, basically. Huh.
合法ドラッグと言い換えても
体内麻薬だから取り締まることもできないってことね。
Like this are made by their own bodies.
ええ。と言っても大量に投与すればサイバー化してなくても覚醒剤と変わらないから。
Okay.
安全なんてとても言えたものじゃ。
Is she talking actually about the strut and libido thing? It's like what we saw in the previous road, like early version of this or something. And after some years, like they like made it so like in small doses there's like no effects on normal humans, but it affects people with cybernetics only. Maybe it was always like that. Ah.
検査しても薬物反応が出ないだけ。
Okay.
そんな、それってすごく悪質。
Immunosuppressants are things that should be there to save human lives from cybernetic incompatibilities, and yet they have that effect. Something begins to blaze up within me with a blue
エ
flame.
クサークは副作用をよく知ってるわ。黙ってるのは
Okay.
それが気に
Money.
なるからでしょうね。
Of course, money. Then they're no different than a drug dealer.
みんな中毒になって抑制剤を使い続けてしまう。私はそういうやり方好きじゃないです。
Ishtar scolds. I'm sure my own expression is pretty much the same.
幸い少年は拒絶反応があまり出てないようでよかったわ。
The words this conversation is over now are clearly written over her smiling face. It's quite a relief to see something that seems real.
いい子だからもう無茶やめなさいね。少年
So going after Enlil, I guess? I mean, this is the past, so I guess... Because we're going to the past, right? So at this point... I don't... Like, I mean, his memory is from future, so he wants to go against Enlil. But at the same time, like, this body of his... Here... Only wants to go after Mutsuki for now, I think. He have nothing, like, against Enlil yet. Probably. She's completely treating me like a kid. It's kind of irritating. Unless Enlil actually messed him up so bad that he had like this like cybernetic surgery. Then yeah. We still haven't like learned this point of time. When that happened. Feeling a little embarrassed, I reached for my guns. Holding my guns makes me calm for some reason. They suit me well, I guess. Probably because I've been fighting with them for a very long time. So long, I've reached the point where I just kill my enemies automatically like a machine. Or it could be from the start, I was built to be merciless killing
まさ
machine.
に電脳世界の
Oh! AI is here.
ネット上の架空の存在。
Fictional being on the net, yeah. Yeah, words resurfaced to my mind. Am I not really here? Is this place actually real? No, it's not.
ねえ少年
My consciousness, which is starting to bury itself in thought, it suddenly brought back.
誰だって自分が本当にどこにいるかなんて知らないものよ。
Okay. I wonder if Yayoi is also a null, if she also died. I wonder like how many people actually died in like the real world there. What if like we have like total dystopia here and everyone basically died on the planet? I don't think that's the case because it seems like Road A and B take place like in real life, basically, and Road B, C and D are basically within a program or something. Why is she like what program and how do they travel and stuff. I'm just going to take it by how it is for now. They just travel back in time as programs, sure, and affect the real events out there, sure. Why is she saying this? Did Ishtar tell her about what happened with Ea?
どうしたんです？いきなり。
私もね、昔そういうことで悩んだことがあったの。
Even this easygoing woman had worries like that. It's by overcoming them that probably became the woman she is today.
それは考えたからって答えが出るものじゃない。なら単純に我を思う、ゆえに我あり。
I think, therefore I am. Okay. She talks about Desecrate's existence argument. She knew exactly what it was I wanted to say, but
そんなに簡単に割り。
だったら自分がしたいこと、なすべきことだけを見据えたらいいんじゃない？しなきゃならないことあるんでしょ？
something I need to do. That's right, I have to take revenge for her. Is this reality or fiction? Is that true that I can help but think about that? Even if this is a fictional game world, that still means if I solve the mysteries and defeat them my enemies, that should be enough. I will thoughtfully decipher the situations I'm placed in and strike. This is absolutely vital. Up until now, I've always arrived one step behind the curve. That's just what my enemies want. So I'll move and take charge of the situations, putting myself ahead. When I start thinking like that, I finally feel myself feeling with resolve. Thank you, I mentally thank Yayoi-sensei, and finish my battle operations.
ほほー、なかなかいい面構えになったわね。少年も一人前になったのね。よしよし。
He's teasing me, like she's my guardian or something. I really wish she'd started treating me with some respect. Yayoi-sensei always like this, making ridiculous jokes like that with a completely straight face. And here again, like here have like glimpses of memories, basically. Always? It seems I really do know her quite well, but like bubbles, my memories rise to the surface only to disappear. I avert my gaze from Yayoi-sensei. I muster all my concentration ability and return to my maintenance work on my guns.
まあいいわ。ねえねえ、ところで彼って二人っきりの時もこんなに無口なの？
そうだけど、まあしょうがないかな。
No helping that.
君も大変ね。
何が？
何がって。あんなに心配してたくせに素直じゃないのね。
私別にそんなつもりじゃ。
Sure.
うーん。
Yeah, Sensei seems to enjoy watching Ishtar puff her cheeks out and glare at her. Might have something to do with the difference in their ages. Also, like, Ishtar C, aka Yumi, I think like their behavior actually is different from B, right? I didn't realize this during the road C, but I think like their behaviors are a little different. I mean, they're two different people, so obviously they would have different like behaviors, but like I thought like she's imitating Ishtar, so she would behave like her. But I have like it feels like she's like behaving a little differently.
まあ、君なら大丈夫です。
I cannot like pinpoint exactly in what degree,
違うみたいだし。
but kind of feels like it now when we know who she really is. It seems different enough from the Ishtar in the Epic of Gilgamesh.
それは
For some reason, Ishtar blushes.
そうそう。だから少年がいつまでも冷たい態度を取るようならそこは無理やり。
Now I need to check. Oh yeah, goddess of love and okay. Archetypal demon, Astor Greek goddess Aphrodite in that one. Okay, I see. That's why she's blushing.
でもそんな。
恥ずかしがらなくってもいいのに。
Wow. Just what is this two of them we're talking about earlier? I'm getting very bad feeling about this. Ishtar Epic of Gilgamesh Anu. Gilgamesh received a marriage proposal from Ishtar, okay? But all of her other lovers up until then had spent their last days in misery, so he promptly refused. In a fit of rage, Ishtar returned to the heavens and asked her father to punish Gilgamesh. Anu complied, and unleashes the plague-infected bull of heaven on the earth. Is this important? I mean, the plague, I guess like we can say that's the flood that like Enlil made in Babylon. Like it's like extreme big scratch. Just like trying to make random connections. Where also from Ishtar? You're to have us to punish Gilgamesh. So is like Gilgamesh supposed to be he in the story? In general? What's the meaning of this? So say eyes sparked obviously. Is she threatening me? It seems the number of enemies I must defeat has increased yet again.
もうそんなつもりじゃないんだってば。
冗談よ。
先生のいけず。
Wait a minute. That was her plan? If she completely denying whatever Sensei was implying, then I would have to throw out all of my deductions up until now. Christ, I have no clue what they're thinking. Why do I trust this woman?
少年の回復も確かめたことだし、私はそろそろ帰るわね。
ありがとう。手を貸してくれて。
いいのよ、そんなに改まらなくっても。でも、そうね。
高くつきそう。
あら、それはあなたの心がけ次第よ。じゃあね。
Sensei waves her hand as she begins to walk. She stops right in front of the door and turns around to look back at me.
頑張れよ。
Her eyes are filled with warmth, like those of the goddess, like sun's rays on a spring day. She departs, leaving Ishtar and me all alone again.
大丈夫。私がついてるから。
I silently nod. Right now, I have something I must do. I will hunt down the bastard who killed her. I will make him pay. This is actually, yeah. Like a little bit confusing. It seems like we're missing some kind of piece. Because we remember that Mutsuki dies, right? It seems, at the end. Like, he takes her out of the tub, basically, and she's dead or she's dying. Enlil said in Road C that if she's been taken out, she will die. So, is he like not recognizing this, that he basically killed her by taking her out of the tub? Or maybe there's some other piece that we don't know. Is he like making himself like his own enemy or something? I don't know. Like, I'll just keep reading because this is a little bit confusing to me. Like, why you say that? I assume like he's saying that Enlil killed Mutsuki. But I don't. But that's impossible. That's not possible, pretty much. I don't know. Let's see. I can think about everything else once that's done. Superfluous thoughts will just fill me with hesitation, don't worry. Or maybe... Okay, assuming that Sakuya died in the Road B as well, along with the other criminals, I wonder if like maybe this revenge of his is not about Mutsuki, it's about Sakuya. Maybe whatever happened at the end when like he's like holding Mutsuki in his arms and screaming, it have nothing to do with his revenge. Really, you know? Maybe these are like two separate things. Maybe? Huh. Anyway, let's read and let's find out. First, just fill me with hesitation and worry. Hesitation is fatal. The moment I let my calculated judgments get hold in my cerebellum will be my last. Action is everything. Okay. And going back in time again, I guess. Right, welling up within me is extreme hatred. I feel at the thought of that bastard's name. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, we know that Enil is a girl actually, but he doesn't know this. Yep. Izumo Tsukasa. Oh, right. Oh, he actually knows. Female. Okay. We have like full info. Holy shit. Takes the handle Enlil, as in the Babylon god of wind and storm. Participated in the creation of Babylon, alongside Anu, god of heaven, and the god of water, as the great triad of Anouki. But if this is the past, then this doesn't make sense why he call her he. Like, I will kill this bastard. If he knows that it's she, actually. Then who's he, like, who does he mean then? There's some other character we don't know yet? Okay. She supported Exarch commercialization of Babylon in 2029, causing strife with Anouki. Both Anu and Ea abandoned Babylon when Exarch discontinued managing it 2030. Enlil, however, chose to stay. The only way it would make sense that we have this information now would be if, from the last, like, if we have a timeline of, like, Rogue DD, and we have, like, the end, when, like, everything collapses, he's screaming, Mutsuki's dead and stuff. If he go back in time, like, to, like, very early events, and he goes to the future, actually, the other way. Because then, like, last scene was like he was thinking of Enlil as he, and now he going to switch and say she. Because now it's going to be like the future. That's my just like random mumbo jumbo talking, trying to figure out stuff. Oh, what was that? Wait, what? Okay, never mind. Presently, Babylon is maintained by the volunteer group Edok, whose member installed Enlil as once and future king, after epithet given to the King Arthur. This is our solemn duty to oppose any and all tyranny, so that we may welcome he who once was king as our future king. Also, currently, Ishtar, the Ishtar Sea, the Yumi, is supposed to be replacement for Enlil. So this is also like interesting, like how that happened, like why that happened, and why he's like with her then. Is it like their like plan or something? Anyway. Post from an anonymous forum poster. Edok and code. Edok spelled backwards as code. It's just a palindrome. It's so crude you can't even call it an anagram. Now, now that you mention it, Drlow is one as well. World. Huh. Never realized that. Edok and Code are two sides of the same coin. Inhabitants of Babylon probably want revenge on so-called Exarch that's left them to drown. Exarch, yeah, okay. Even among the ideas and speculations, there are some occasionally guess that the truth correctly, such as Edok and Code being two sides of the same coin. If that's the case, then the leader of the code, Enlil, is undoubtedly the one who killed her, meaning that code is an enemy that stands in my way. Okay, so I think this is actually about Sakuya. I'm almost convinced about this. It's like they're trying to point me out that he is from Road A and she is from Road A. You know, something like that. I think like he wants a revenge on Enlil because Enlil killed Sakuya in Road B. Like she didn't survive the escape or something. And the managers of the Babylon are also my enemies. My work may not be done until I destroy Babylon itself. Okay. Code actions, cyber terrorism, they also commit attacks in the real world through their active forces. I look at the tree diagram of the code's chain of command. Although Enlil's name should be on the top section, it isn't. Furthermore, their highest priority order has changed from destruction of Exar to the protection of Babylon. Oh. But what else could it be? I tried bringing up to page cache. Found it. On the same page 3 months ago, Enlil was definitely at the top of the code. Impossible. Enlil lost command in code? Okay. Tokyo Exar battle plan. Contact we lost with Enlil, who was in the front lines. The operation ceased. News teleport. Terrorism or riot. Unexpected firefight occurs near the Tokyo government office in Shinjuku. So is this the time when Enlil gone missing? Basically? Just what the hell happened to Enlil? Enlil suddenly disappeared at the same time as that firefight. The most obvious answer at the reverse from this problem should be Enlil died, yeah? So does that mean the target of my revenge is already dead? Why? No. Who did it? Who was it that killed Enlil? I mutter those questions around aloud. Okay, yeah. Did Yumi kill Enlil at some point? As a revenge for code? For the criminal members? Whoa. Still, why would she be with Code then later? Anyway. Ishtar comes in from outside, answering my questions. From outside. When did she leave the room? Yeah, he still doesn't know that he's traveling back. It takes him longer to figure this out than Ishtar. I guess like Ishtar had to talk with the Null Magdalene, and that was like extremely weird and like made her think. And here he's just like, I'm just losing consciousness and waking up. She should have been silently watching me up until now. No, forget it. I must have lost time. My memories or my consciousness must have gone blank again. The important thing is that he, in other words, I already killed Enlil? I've already carried out my revenge? Enlil Tokyo government office. A mid-battle report from the Codebreaker. Police radio records. Okay. Record from security cameras near the Tokyo government office. Oh! Oh, they were actually fighting! Before they met at the facility with Mutsuki. Well, we know that Enlil survived. It seems, but they were actually fighting before. And then Enlil went missing. She wanted to be gone. To be invisible and work behind the scenes. Who should we obey? That's interesting. They have like 2 leaders at this point. Wait, that image. Yeah? Is that me? Impossible. That can't be. Even now, I clearly remember the hatred I felt when I lost her. If I'd already killed Enlil, then what was that emotion? Is the he who killed Enlil a different person than me? Okay. God damn it. Okay, stop cloning people, god damn it. Okay, so do we have like dual programs? Do we have like program within program that is like looking at like his real self or something? I don't know. But he's looking through the cameras. But this is a recording from the camera, so why are you surprised that you see yourself? It's a recording from the camera, from outside. Of course you would see yourself. Ah. I'm missing memories, vital memories. What if I also lost the memory of killing Enlil? From the logical standpoint, that certainly does seem most likely, but something inside me denies that from the bottom of my heart. It's telling me that I still haven't obtained my revenge. Enlil is alive. My chest suddenly starts to hurt. Is it because of all the strange things I've been thinking? But the pain is good. It allows me to recognize this place, this reality.
じっとしててね。
Ishtar is standing to my bandages. When I look, I see that I have fresh injuries. Damn it, did I tear my wounds open again? Wait, something strange. Where did I get those wounds? As far as I can remember, I never received wounds like this. I check my wounds again. The wounds are fresh. They couldn't have happened long ago. They're not from getting shot either. From the tears in my skin, I can guess they were caused by blade or the piece of metal. It's as sharp as one. Yeah, so this timeline is just after your fight with Enlil. Was it from the event that occurred in between the gaps of my memories? If that's the theory is correct, was this a wound I received from my fight with Enlil? Yeah. Oh, wait! That was Enlil and Ishtar fighting! That was CG of Ishtar and Enlil. What? What is that just now? Ishtar protected me, but in that case, how did she survive unharmed? Apparently, Annie let her go or something. So I think like this connects to the sea road when Ishtar saw he on the ground, right? And she gave him like the first aid basically after a fight with Enlil. So he basically lost to Enlil, and she jumped in and protected him. And Enlil just decided to leave for whatever reasons. He forgot about the fight, he had amnesia from this. And Ishtar treated his wounds, and that's how we are here now. I guess. Was that really my memory? No, in the first place, who is he? Isn't it me?
そうとも言えるし、そうでないとも言える。
God damn it. So, Ishtar, are you like Magdalene from your road? You are reading my mind, pretty much. Does that mean you are null as well? You know stuff that you are not supposed to?
私がイシュタルであると同時に、そうとも言い切れないのと、ある意味同じことなの。
Yeah, you are Ishtar but not the same, yeah, because you're also Yumi. Is it? Oh. It's like do we have like dual personality in her actually? It's like Ishtar like maybe memory template or something, like her personality downloaded and put into Yumi, and they can like switch places basically or something. And maybe it's similar to he. Maybe that would mean that there must be someone else. But for now we know that he is Hinata basically. Maybe we have Hinata with the memories of he from the future? Basically? Or something like that? Like he from the future hacked into his younger self? I don't know. I'm just like making some random shit now. Anyway, interesting. I will figure it out sooner or later. Just gathering info now. I'm he, and yet not he. And Ishtar is the same. This is like some kind of the riddle. And if I'm not he, the other he has been acting independent of my will during the blanks in my memories. Okay, so that would suggest that the other he has been acting independent. So the other he is a shadow, basically. Or you are a shadow, and you lose memory when the real deal is logged in to the Babylon. Like, the real life exists, this is the Babylon. The real, like, Hinata is logging into the Babylon. You lose consciousness because, like, your memory is getting transferred to Hinata of what you did. Like, he's, like, doing some stuff, like, fighting Enlil and stuff, and then logs out, or, like, being forcefully logged out because of his injuries. And you come in here, and then you wake up with, like, loss of memories, because you don't know what your real self did. But you still can, like, walk around independently, basically. Because you are a shadow. Is it possible, Fury? I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? I mean, not for everything probably, but like for this like particular situation, I think it does. Like, we never got to know if like shadows actually get the memories from the real person. We know that they behave as the real person, like according to like their wishes and stuff. But we never get to know that if they retain the information that the real him like did, or just like personality traits. Then did he kill Enlil? That's a question actually here. Wow, okay, that's a choice. So we know that Enlil exists in the future. But what if that Enlil in the future is actually a shadow Enlil, or the null Enlil, even? Like, this Enlil here, where he fought, was the real one, but the one that we see in the future is a null. Like, it still, like, happened in the Babylon. Enlil, like, died as, like, logged-in character, and his real self probably died as well because of this. And he exists as the null here. But judging by that, like, we saw in the Road Sea him lying on the ground in the wounds, now he have wounds, and Ishtar apparently protecting him, I would assume Enlil just left them alone. So I would assume for now that it's impossible that the other he killed Enlil. I think like Enlil probably actually lived for this. I'll go with this. Even if I hesitate, nothing will change. I will act and complete my oath. I swore earlier when I felt my determination flaring up. The guys at the code must be hiding Enlil in the safe place somewhere. Then I must have to hunt that place down. When Ishtar sees my face, her expressions grows dim.
ごめんなさい。それを手伝うことは私にはできない。
Yeah, you are reading my mind. You are Magdalene of this version. I see. Though she's familiar with guns, she's probably not suited for the battle. In reality, she has been any use during any of the battles up until now. I'm the only one who's been fighting. And I can do it all by myself this time as well. I've grown accustomed to the loneliness. I don't know why I know this, but I feel like I've always been alone. If I observe Code's actions, I will probably be able to determine where Enlil is. Okay. The Ziggurat. But so we know that even Code. Oh, the Star Troopers bad elves. The cybernetics elves. Cyber elves. code has been deployed, centering around the Tokyo government office. Their orders are to keep an eye out for he and prevent him from breaking into the laboratory. Oh, interesting. The one who gave this order was Iana. Yeah. So this is so Ishtar already took over the code here. The same Ishtar that is together with him in the room right now. She's like double agent here. He doesn't know this. What's the agenda here? It seems like Ishtar doesn't want Enlil to die. Like she is agreeing with whatever code is doing. Huh. Just as I thought, they must be hiding Enlil at this so-called laboratory. Even if Code tries to hide Enlil, I can learn anything in an instant via networks spread through the city. That's only natural. I'm the net legend here after all. Wait. Why am I a legend in the first place? Yeah. Like, that's a mysterious question, isn't it? Even in Hinata Road, like, everyone knows about you. It's like, you as a program travel through time, really, like, different, like, time travels differently for you. Like, everyone knows about you. My abilities are nothing sort of omnipotent, aren't they? Those abilities have transcended to the limits of what human can do. It's like I'm a Deus Ex Machina. In other words, doesn't it opportunistically meta our judgment to bring closure to those who suffer evil? After all, it's not like he is a pronoun used to exclusively refer to humans. If that's the case, just who or what am I? Ishtar said that I really exist here. Ea said that I am in the Babylon. But where am I really? Oh! Oh! Is it... Yeah, the ferry. At that moment I think I see a ferry with the glowing wings appear in the corner of my field of vision. Okay. I'll go to the next cluster. I don't think he's so... lamb yet, right? Like, per se. I hear voices calling out intrusion. Calling out for me somewhere on the net. Okay, but we are going to see these voices and stuff in the next episode. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Click the like button if you liked the episode. Subscribe for more. Check my Discord. And become a member if you'd like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again. And from Pocket Watch, let's get out.